Good morning, everybody. So, today's my topic is about bargaining power of buyers. So, this is the power we all have in our daily life whenever we are going to buy some new product or some routine product. So, we usually call it as bargaining system in India, but it will be having not only for customers but the entire chain of buyers. They all will have this type of power. So, who all fall under this chain of bargaining power system? Let us see. Usually all firms markets their products to chain of buyers. So we feel like only the customer has that bargaining power. But here the customer is the last buyer in this chain. So who are the other buyers? Various buyers who all like dealers, agents, distributors, also retailers. After all these people, customer will step into this chain, right? So before to this customer, those people in the first case who deals with the product manufacturers or service providers are the dealers, agents, distributors, and also retailers. These people already bargain according to their margin and their price levels. So when it comes to customer will be having very less bargaining power when it comes to comparatively with other dealers, agents, distributors. Got it? So whatever we are feeling like bargaining power is comparatively low. So finally we have totally many people included in this bargaining power system or the chain of buyers. Okay, so simply we call it as chain of buyers. So in this chain of buyers, firstly the service providers or the manufacturer deal with dealers, agents, distributors, and retailers. These retailers will deal with the customers. So the end user is customer here. Okay, so the bargaining power is provided to all of these participants, not only for customers. So let us discuss when the buyer power is greater. Okay, when he feel greater. If buyers are concentrated, okay, then they defense purchase or OEM customers. Got it? So if buyers are concentrated, then they will be having lot of power to bargain. And the second thing is buyers purchase a significant proportion of output and therefore enjoy greater price leverage. Usually we call them as retailers. They buy in bulk, so they enjoy that price leverage. Means they get huge discounts. Okay, but when it comes to the end user like us, we'll be not getting that much of price discounts, which they are enjoying actually in the form of retailers because they are investing in bulk, right? So that is the leverage they are getting there. That is why even the manufacturer or service providers will show interest to provide them some sort of discounts comparatively with us. They'll be enjoying a lot. Okay, so under large retail chains, the retailers will enjoy this price leverage in the form of large discounts. Okay, because we can also justify this matter because they are investing at a time. See, usually we buy one or two products. Okay, in a month we buy hardly 10 kgs of sugar or 5 kgs of sugar, but retailer will buy in quinta. So for quintal, then definitely they'll get some sort of discounts more than us, right? It is like that. Take any other garments example. So for instance, if you take any shopping mall people, they will get these type of dresses in bulk. So they are investing in lakhs at a time. They are getting such raw materials or such type of finished products they are getting on their own. So all the transport cost, everything they are bearing upon their shoulders, right? So that's why when it comes to our point, little discounts only we can get. But to the manufacturer, they are investing at a time. They are paying in lakhs. That is the reason they'll get that sort of price leverage. Okay. And thirdly, buyers in the form of retailers sometimes introduces their own brand of products. See, these are like usually supermarket people. We can also see in shopping malls or in supermarkets, they introduce their own pickles or their own type of designer wear dresses, okay, or some sort of paintings even, or some articles, decorating articles. So all these will be produced by that retailer itself along with his this manufacturer products. They also put in that exhibition or put in that space of selling, they introduce their own products to give some competition to their own manufacturer again. Got it? So here he is enjoying the price leverage as well as he is selling his own products. So here the buyer is also becoming a seller. So he is taking advantages in two ends. Okay, so buyers in the form of retailers sometimes also introduces their own brands of products. So for example, you go and check in any shopping mall and go to groceries. All beside to these branded grocery products, we can also see the local products. Usually these local products are manufactured by that shopping mall people or that supermarket people only. Usually. Okay, sometimes, most of the times it will happen like that. And next, we also mentioned that buyer power is weaker if buyers are fragmented. Okay, so fragmented here means buyers' demands are many. So many demands should be met by these manufacturers or service providers, and also those are diversified. Means in various ways those demands to needs to be met. Like these products are critical. For example, semiconductors, which are most useful and we cannot get everywhere. In any kirana stores or in any supermarket or in any type of shopping mall, we cannot get these semiconductors. And also the medical equipments. See, these medical equipments we can find rarely in few shops only. Okay, not not in scarcity as like semiconductors, but still these medical equipments are also not easily available in every shopping mall or in every kirana stores or some sort of supermarkets. So these type of aircraft engines or even some sort of some types of softwares also not easily available everywhere. So all these types of demands can't be fulfilled by any supplier. So at that time of point, buyer power is weak. He cannot go for bargaining, price bargaining, because here the manufacturer, the supplier is maintaining the monopoly, right? So wherever they have access, they from there only we can go and buy, right? So that is the monopoly system the manufacturer can maintain. At that time, in that type monopoly markets, a buyer cannot show his bargaining power. Got it? So his power got weakened there. And also, the second thing we can easily mention is buyers can't switch to the other supplier easily. See, hardly we can have these medical equipment suppliers or especially semiconductor suppliers. So easily we cannot jump to the other suppliers if we don't like this service of this specific supplier. Why? Because there are no such markets easily can provide the semiconductors. Hardly we can count on our fingers about the providers of these semiconductors. Even sometimes medical equipments we can go here and there, but for these aircraft engines, semiconductors, we can't go anywhere. So there our market is limited, right? So there also these buyers cannot switch to the other supplier easily, so his bargaining power got weakened. At that time also these market people can follow the monopoly systems very easily, and their power will be actually activated there. Who? The supplier's power. Okay. And next, the critical thing, the bottom line of this topic is how does buyer power affect business strategy. This we need to specifically understand if we want to establish any business. So bargaining power of the buyer will be utilized as weapon on businesses to push down prices of these businesses like service sectors or product based manufacturer companies, anything. So due to this buyer power, they may face challenges like pricing and margin leverage. So eventually they decreases prices as well as quality by introducing new cheaper products with low durability, or they introduce new services with low quality. For example, a company is providing 24 bar 7 services for your product, okay, but you buyers all went and agitated to reduce the prices. So they doesn't want to disappoint you directly, so they reduce the prices, but eventually over the time they also reduce the services available hours even. Like in a week they'll provide only for 3 days or 5-day week they'll give you. At that time you will be losing your valuable time of 2 days. 48 hours you have to wait. Like Saturday and Sunday they won't be available, during nights they won't be available, so you cannot call and get their service whenever you want. Okay, so this means This is a type of low quality service, right? Nowadays what we actually prefer, 24 bar 7 services, right? So if a company is providing only 5 days or not at least in the during nights, then also we can call it as low quality services. Not because they are providing utterly low quality, but the availability hours got reduced. Due to that, we are calling it as low quality here. So this is general example, not related to any company or something. I'm just saying an instance here. Okay. And sometimes, not surprisingly, bargaining power also impacts space availability in retail outlets, also at the retail end. That means, in few areas, if the people are not ready to pay more than 500 for a specific toy or for specific grocery. Okay. For example, there is a milk powder sachet. Okay. And it is filled up with health nutrients. So all the gym going people are preferring this one. So this specific manufacturer will be supplying this sachet to almost 10 to 15 areas in a city, but not to one specific area, because in that locality guys are not ready to take the gym activity in their daily life. So what is the use of this supplying this product there? No use, right? Because they won't go to gym, and also they are not ready to pay 500 rupees for this 100 grams milk powder sachet. Okay, they usually people think for 100 grams why we should pay 500 rupees. So in that way they think at that point of time also they won't provide services, they won't supply these type of products to that specific areas. That means automatically the space availability got reduced, right? Even the retailer won't allow to provide some space to that type of products, because it is costing his space, right? So no buyer will show interest to buy that product. Then unnecessarily he is providing that space for unnecessary products which cannot fetch the profit to his business. So that's the reason they won't allow even single centimeter of space to that type of products. So it also affects that. So always a bargaining power cannot be a weapon to the buyer. Okay, sometimes it can be a weapon to supplier, sometimes it can be a weapon to the buyer. So we have to be very balanced while talking about the bargaining power of buyers. So that's all for the today, and we'll meet with another topic. Thanks a lot.